All right, so I'm here with Jessica.
Hi guys.
Jessica, how old are you?
I'm 43. I'll be 44 in October.
Are you originally from Arizona?
Yes.
What part of Arizona are you from?
Right here in this part of 27th, 35th, and 35th and Van Buren, 27th Van Buren. Like my Nana owns houses on Remaining Park and 27th Van Buren, 35th, and then she moved over here to 27th and Camelback where we got.
What's your current situation right now? Are you homeless?
Yeah, I'm homeless, unfortunately, but yes.
How long have you been homeless for?
Going on 3.5 years. After I lost my love of my life, he overdosed and died in my Theo's arms, January 14, 2020.
Sorry to hear that. What did he overdose on, blues or what?
Yes. And he shot up. They said I wasn't there, but I saw the aftermath of it.
I'm sorry.
It's been really hard on myself to get back on my feet. And then a so-called friend just sold my Social Security check 2 months in a row, so I'm really going through hell, but I'm sustaining through the grace of God.
What do you do out here to survive?
To be honest, drink to 11 and pray to God. And unfortunately, I've been doing the blues.
But what do you do out here to get money?
I get Social Security.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I boost things that I don't want to do. Go to the store and take little knickknacks here and there and go sell it or whatever. Or just if I have money, like a lot of times I'll make something out of nothing. Yeah. Like, $1 out of 15 cents and figure something out. And there's times where I literally find money on the ground. And that's happened one time. I was actually at a friend's house and I found $100 in a pair of shoes in the alley. And that was a God-given miracle. That was just like maybe 5 months ago.
How dangerous is it doing the type of things that you do out here?
Like that. Some guy wanted my purse and he just decided to jack me. I'm supposed to start working at a smoke shop on 91st and Northern, but with my situation, it's hard to get to work.
Yeah.
And my friend who stole my check, I know him since I was 8 years old, and he has a gambling problem. So he decides to take my check, say he's going to hold on to my card so nobody could continue taking from me. And next thing you know, he's the one that empties out my account 2 months in a row, last month and this month. So I'm in a fucking rut.
So what, did he beat you up for your paycheck or what?
No, some black guy did this to me at the liquor store on 27th and Camelback. He decided to tell me, I got 2 of these. And he's like, give me a beer. Ouch, chingada, I just cut my finger. He's all, give me a beer. So I got scared because no one's never done that to me. And I handed him a beer. And I'm like thinking, what is this guy? Is he ridiculous? And I start walking towards the bus stop because I was actually going to come this way and go to Del Taco. Like I was saying, I craved Del Taco. And so this guy's, hey, where's my drugs? I was like, what the fuck? And I turned around. He's like, you got my G. And I go, I don't even do G. What are you talking about? And he's like, it's in your vagina. And he made me take off all my clothes. And I just went and got clothes at the Goodwill that day for myself and my 2 boys and a friend of mine, my best friend Shannon. And I was on my way to go home so I could start my life, build it back up. Next thing you know, this guy jacks my purse, pulls it out because security broke my arm, my elbow. It's broken and shattered. I'm supposed to get surgery on it, and I haven't. It was secured in 43rd and Indian School, not too far from here. He decides to just tell me that I stole donuts when I didn't. Throws me on the ground and tells me he's going to break my arm, gets my back, puts his knee in my neck on a Friday. It was April 1st, and he just started cracking my arm. Like, he broke this part, my wrist, he broke my forearm, he shattered my elbow and broke it, and then this part, and then he slammed my face to the ground, and if I didn't have my toe bag on me, he would have busted my face. And some little girl and her mom came out. It was broad daylight between 3 and 4 in the afternoon, Friday. Everybody got paid that day, April 1st. And this little girl with her mom's between 5 and 6. And she walks out and she's crying, bawling. And he gets off of me. He's like, "Want me to call an ambulance? Next time don't resist." I'm like, I wasn't resisting. What the fuck are you talking about? And the mom's just freaking out. She's stunned. And I'm just shocked. My arm's fucking hanging. It's this big. And literally I went to the hospital twice. I chickened out on the surgery because my family don't want nothing to really do with me because I'm fucking up. I'm out here since I lost my babe. I thought I could find him at a bus stop or somewhere, but I fooled myself. And in 94, my oldest son's dad got murdered and got his face blown off with his own 12-gauge shotgun when I was 15. He was 15. So 26 years later, I end up with his brother, and he ends up overdosing. Just last week, our friend got shot in the head, Brian, the one where Creeper died at his house. Just 5 days ago, they found him dead. His mom had to go to identify his body. They shot him in the head right there where Creeper died. Just 5 days ago today.
That's crazy, man. Where did this happen? Where you got jacked?
On 27th and Camelback, right there, the new Van Buren. And
27th and Camelback.
Yeah.
That's the new Van Buren?
Yeah, and
Why
I
did you
didn't
call it that?
because my nonna, who's 94 years old, she, like, they were originated like over there in Mini Park, right across from this little tiny park. My grandma and my grandfather, my nonna thought they bought their first house. They bought all the houses like along the block.
Yeah.
And then after Ruben got killed at my 8th grade graduation, he was 13, I was 14. It was Homedale Mini Park in Coville. They had a shootout, and they shot him 3 times in the chest. He died in my best friend Augie's arms, the one that took my check. But it's not even his fault. He has a problem. He has just like I do. We're addicts.
Now, when that happened, did you report it to the cops?
No, because
Why didn't you call the cops?
Because I can't do that to him. Oh, this? Because I might have a warrant for probation.
Yeah.
Because my PO, because I don't have residency, so she wanted to put a warrant out.
So what happened to the guy that did that to you?
The 2 youngsters went to go beat his ass, but he took off running, and I took off the other way, and somebody gave me a ride away from there, and that was the end of that. And I lost my purse and all my clothes I just barely got. Like I'm saying, I barely was starting to build my life again, and shit like that happens out here on the streets because like it's just how shitty it is.
That guy's still out here. So.
Yeah, they call him ghosts from what I heard.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm putting someone's name out there like that, but that's what I heard today from another friend. Because she's like familiar with that area, and she's like, "Who did that to you?" And I was like, I explained to her how it happened and where it happened. She's like, "It had to be that motherfucker." I don't even know who this guy is. Never seen him in my life. He just came out from the back of the post office in that LA and Jack in the Box 27 coming back and decided he wants my beer and wants my purse and tells me he had a knife and said his drugs were in my vagina.
That's crazy, man.
And he left me with a shirt on. Thank God it was long up to here. It was like this, but it was like sleeves. And it went to there, and he decided to bum machine, crack my head. I was all full of blood. And
yeah, you still have a bruise on your cheek.
Yeah, he fucked me up.
Under your eye, you still have a black eye.
Yeah, he really did a number on me. He did a number on me. And right now, I'm at my worst, but I know I'm at my best because in my weakness, the Lord's strength is sufficient. So I know I'm going to get through this. Like, I just saw my 2 boys yesterday. My son's like, "Mom, you're alive." He just turned 28 on August 6th, and he's like, "You're the only person I wanted to see," and I couldn't even go see him because I was embarrassed to go see him like this. And then I was afraid that I was going to get caught up by the law and go do 3 years in prison because I had tried for burglary in the 3rd degree, because that's the kind of shit that I've been doing. After Creeper died, I kind of went off the map. But in reality, like, that's not me. That's not the person I am. I'm a God-fearing woman. I love the Lord, and I know that we go through all these trials and tribulations, but I know He'll sustain us. And when we're sinking, for some reason, it seems like the ones closest to us are the ones that hold our head under the water when they're supposed to help us catch our breath.
So you said that you're trying to get out of homelessness, right? And you had a job lined up?
I still do. But I don't want to go like all like this.
All beat up?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell them like what happened?
That's
pretty
what
sure they won't reject you or anything.
Yeah, I got kicked out of the casino, and that's the first day Augie stole my check 2 months ago. And through that shit that he did to me, it ended up being a blessing. Like, we went to the casino and they told the cop I was drinking so that they could get me arrested, so that they could take my check, him and his wife. It was all set up. It was BS. And then now he's like, "I'm gonna give you 10 pills a day, and I'm gonna do this, and then you're gonna stay in the back." And I ain't no beachy dog. I ain't nobody's fucking, that's the one where his brother got murdered during the party that I had when I was 14 for my 8th grade graduation from Sullivan School. So I don't know if he has a vendetta that he's trying to come back at me, and maybe he feels that he just hates me. Like, Linda blames me for both her sons being dead, and they call me the Black Widow. They say that I'm cursed, which it seems like, but I know I'm not. It's just like, I don't know, like, I don't try to get myself together like I used to, because even when I'm like dressed down in full clothing, guys still think I'm some little freaking whore on the veranda. Like, and I'm not somebody on the street. I'm like fleeing from the law, I'm fleeing from the situation that over there it's bad. For instance, B-Dog just got shot in the head in that neighborhood. Select Apartments is like Harlem Nights. It's worse than New Jack City on the real. And that's like right where my grandmother lives. She's 94 years old. And she worked for the strawberry field when she was 14, 15. And she ended up buying the house 50 years later. And our house is like holy grounds. Like literally that house was a mafia house. And then it was a Buddhist temple. And then we moved in. I was like barely born. And like out of all her grandkids, I'm the only one she took straight from the hospital and raised. I think because I'm Mexican Puerto Rican.
How was your childhood? Did you have both parents when you were growing up?
I had them, yeah. Like literally, where the house I'm telling you about, Mini Park, my mom and dad lived in the same block. They shared the same garbage can, and they're my grandmother's rentals. And my nonna got my mom on Section 8, and she got her the house. And she bought my dad the house. And my dad has 7 kids. I'm the oldest of 7, and he has 4 babies' moms. And with all of them, I committed crime with all 4 of them. I don't get to say their names, but yeah, they were all like my mentors.
At what age did you start getting into the street life?
I say at 12.
At 12?
Yeah.
How do you start getting into that
Gangs.
at 12 years old?
Gangs, family. I was born into it. It was my dad's an OG from Mini Park, and my cousin Eric and Anthony are from Happy Homes, and like I'm from Happy Homes, from Southside Happy Homes. And it's just like, now I'm 44 almost, so I don't, like, I got 7 kids, 10 grandchildren, so I don't, like, you know.
You don't participate?
No, not at all. Even when I went to prison, I got my tattoo covered up. It said Happy Homes because I didn't want to be affiliated.
Yeah.
So I got it covered up with a butterfly and a rose because I didn't want to go into prison with Happy Homes on my shoulder.
What did you do jail time for, or prison time?
A DUI.
DUI. For how long were you in there?
3 years.
3 years.
And now I'm looking at another 3 if I don't get my shit straight.
Is it for DUI también?
Burglary in the 3rd degree and grand theft auto. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to be that person.
How was your experience in prison?
Oh, my bunkie kept trying to suck my toe. Besides that.
Your bunkie kept trying to suck your toe, you said?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because I have a big fat toe, and
Yeah.
she just wanted to suck it for some weird reason.
Did you ever cave in or what?
No. When the world was going to end, I guess it was 12/12 or whatever year. Yeah, it was 12/12. She's like, it's the end of the world. It's midnight. Let me suck your toe before we all die. And I'm like, no. But yeah, her name's Melinda. My mom called her Melindo. But we got moved. We got classified together. So everywhere we went, she was my bunkie.
Yeah.
And I worked the city of Goodyear. She worked the city of Goodyear. I did the hedging, did the bushes. I was like, believe it or not, I was like doing the bushes. She was doing the pole saw, cutting the shit down like in the middle
So
of the...
they had you on work release?
It was in prison. I
Like
was working for the city of Goodyear.
Okay. So
It
you
took
guys
a-
will go out like in a group and...
Yeah, it was awesome. My stepmom got me the job. She was there for doing 10 years for a crime her and my baby's dad were co-defendants on. That was robbing some houses on Camelback Mountain, which I don't know nothing about, but they had something they were saying they did that they didn't do, some shit like that. This was like in
What's
2004.
one of the craziest things you got to see in prison?
A girl get her throat slit, and they locked us down because and I happened to use a toilet where the razor's hidden and taped. And some real shit. Me, out of all people, my luck, I'm the one that uses the fucking the bathroom, and there's the razor that the girl hid taped to the damn toilet that she just fucking slit the girl's face and neck
Why was that?
over a commissary coffee. Literally over 2 bags
So
of
girls
coffee.
get down like that too, huh?
Yeah, over coffee. They will kill you over some coffee.
Yeah, that's
their,
crazy.
That's their crack in there.
Yeah, when you go into jail, the rules are a lot different. When you go into prison, especially, people get dealt with over a channel on the TV.
Yeah,
Over
like
the remote control.
yeah, like literally. I used to have coffee bombers. Like I would make coffee bombers, and my cousin Steph was there. My cousin's wife.
What's a coffee bomber?
A coffee bomber, you get 10 scoops of coffee in a medicine cup that's like yay big, and you put 10 of those scoops in a cup you get in there. It's like this. It's like that round. A regular cup, a original cup, and you fill it halfway up with water. Boil it for a good 3 minutes, and throw 10 scoops, 12 scoops of coffee. And then you figure it's potent, and then you get the igloo water from outside that's cold. And we're almost done.
Okay,
We're almost done. We're doing an interview for homeless people. And then next thing you know, you get 2 things of sweet and low, maybe one if you have one, half one if you only have a half. And everyone comes to my bar. I was there for 3 years. And and then you put the potent coffee in the shot glass. You
Okay.
drop it in there, and like this much milk, powdered milk, and it's cold. And you drop the hot coffee in there and you slam it.
So it's like the Starbucks version of prison coffee.
Yeah, but it's a coffee bomber.
That's what we call a Cadillac in California.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a coffee bomber is what I called it, and it was shit. Cause I like Jaeger bombers. Well, I don't drink liquor no more. I just drink beer, which is liquor, but I'm an alcoholic since I was 6 years old.
Since 6 years old? How
Yeah.
did you start being an alcoholic at 6 years old?
Cause my grandma and grandfather, like, they got money and like they always drank and had ice chest full of beers, and we go on vacations. We go to California. Once summer would hit, we go to California, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, SeaWorld, and then we come back home. And then we go to Rocky Point for the 4th of July, come back home, and then we go camping for 2 weeks. And then in the wintertime, we go snow skiing and snowboard in Flagstaff. That was my life growing up. And then I fly by myself when I was
So
like
you
a
had
kid.
a good childhood?
Yeah, and I lived in Hawaii. I broke into the modeling industry at 16. And
Did you?
yeah, I took my oldest son,
What
who's
kind of
28,
modeling were you doing?
print modeling. And since I was 9 years old, I've been trying to break into the industry. And like Robert Black was out there in Hawaii. And my cousin Teresa's all fucked off now because she did somebody must give her some base salt. I don't know what the fuck, bath salt or some shit, because she's not the same. But she did my portfolio out there, and she broke me into the industry. Like literally, there was a hotel, they were having a model invitational weekend, and it was 30 top agencies from around the world. And I was 16 years old, and I broke into the industry. I was so happy. I came back to Phoenix, got married, and my ex-husband did not even let me wear makeup. So that all went.
Always a guy messing it up, huh?
Pregnant and barefooted. 7 kids later.
All right, well, thank you
But
for
it was
sharing your
awesome.
story.
We barbecued and we had the best life.
That's good.
We had the
man.
best life. No
Well-
matter what, we were both young. And he was the best husband, regardless of cheating and all that.
That's good, man. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I really do appreciate it. Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel? And just in case some of my subscribers want to reach out to you with any sort of help or donations, where can they reach you? Do you have an email or any contact information you want to share?
602-246.
I don't know if you want to do a phone because
My
there's a lot
nana's.
of people that watch this.
Yeah, my nana's house, it never changes. Her number.
Channel.
It stays the same.
Do you have an email? Email is better.
Jessica Sotelo, 1978 at yahoo.com.
Spell it out, the whole thing.
JESSICA S as in Sam OTELO 1978 at yahoo.com.
All right, Jessica.
And I gotta
thank
clean my
you.
glasses.
I appreciate it.